Quickly running through the Pendlay Row. Key differentiation between this and other variations bent over row is we are going to be starting each one from a dead position at the bottom, meaning the plates are going to touch the floor every single rep. The reason I like to do it this way is it allows us to start from a more stable position. There's no swinging and suspension of that bar. Instead, it allows us to, one, make sure our range of motion is identical on every single rep. We are not allowing any change to occur in the technique, which means that we know really when we're no longer able to do that exercise effectively. And I mean, that's it really. Just the range of motion is consistent and we're lifting from that stable position. So the basics, we're going to set up almost as if we are going to do a deadlift. So we're going to start very, very close to the bar, little bit more space between the shins and the bar than we would with the deadlift. And we're going to take our grip position. I personally tend to do these quite wide gripped, almost as if I'm doing a snatch grip. But you'll find over time where your comfortable grip is. So taking our position, hinging back through the hips and keeping that nice straight back. So from here, we want to get ourselves set up, chest up, and we want to really squeeze in through those shoulders, almost like we're trying to squeeze a lemon in the back of the armpit, which is kind of weird, but it works because it engages the lats, it gets the postural muscles all on so that we're not worried about any nonsense happening with our spine. So set up, get that firm position and grip, and then driving elbows back and resisting all the way down. Now at the bottom here, I'm letting the plates come to rest on the floor, but I'm not letting the weight come off my hands. It's staying on so that I'm not then releasing and jerking the bar. We want it to be nice and controlled at every point, especially if we're doing this for hypertrophy. So again, set the position, shoulders in, row to chest, slow and controlled on the way down. Chest, slow and controlled on the way down. Now, if you are using bumper plates and you find that you're not able to get a stretch through the rear of the shoulder, through the lat, there's a couple of things that we can do. One, we can change to our standard plates, which tend to be a little bit shorter, increases the range of motion to the floor. However, something else that we can do is put something under our feet to lift ourselves up to be a little bit taller. In this case, we're going to go to the old reliable body pump step. So the technique's going to be exactly the same here, but I'm going to have to move quite a bit further down on each and every rep. Just make sure that you've aligned yourself effectively. It drives me nuts if I'm not running parallel or perpendicular to the room. Set our position, chest up nice and high, keeping that back safe, feet firm through the floor, chest high, allow it to sink, sink, sink. Now the shoulders can sort of pull forward a little bit as long as we keep that chest up above all else. And just monstrous stretch through the shoulders and lats.